Hello and welcome to the Social Squad. I'm Chase, along with Jordan and Marco.
How's it
Hi.
going, everyone?
Hi, how's it going? All right. It's April, guys. So that means it's Autism Awareness Month. Did you know
Sure is.
that?
Yeah.
I know. It's saying, I know someone on a spectrum. I guess it's very important to spread awareness of autism and it's just we're definitely able, but we're not, like less than like some people make us out to be. We can be successful, have jobs. We have very, very great abilities that makes us all unique. Chase, do you want to talk about some your hobbies or
Yes, I
what
would.
you do? Yeah,
Yeah,
tell us.
yeah, well, I like to draw and browse through artwork and just eat and bake stuff and also make books and try doing some animation courses and
Yeah.
Nice.
also designing my own work and so on.
Nice. And didn't you go to school for graphic design? You have a degree,
Yes,
right?
yes, I went to Naugatuck Valley and then Central State University.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I know. I also just got an associate's degree from Tungus Community College. So I'm a big fan of artwork too, writing and drawing, like you said. I hang out with friends, traveling. All right.
No, that's great. I
Yeah,
mean,
thank you.
Both college graduates have been accomplishing a lot. Yeah, it just shows that. I mean, I think it's important to never set any limitations on yourself, regardless, and that takes a lot of work when society oftentimes tells you things like that.
Yeah.
So I commend you guys a lot,
Thank you.
and I'm just excited to see what else you keep accomplishing going
Thank you.
forward.
Yeah. And funny, Marco, you told me that you didn't even know I was on the autism spectrum when you met me until I told you, right?
Yeah. So this is something we talked about before. It was actually, why I joined the podcast for the first time. It was discussing that and just how you would mask.
Yeah, exactly.
And since we never really spent enough time together in class, it was something I never noticed, and it wasn't up until after we graduated high school. And obviously you told me that. I was like, oh wait. I mean, even then, I wasn't sure. I was like, okay, I get it, but it wasn't until we started hanging out more that I was like, I understand. But yeah, I mean, maybe as part of it being Autism Awareness Month, both you and Chase could talk a little bit more about that. I mean, that was just one example, but
Yeah.
other things that you as a person with autism have to do in your daily life to try to, I guess, try to fit in with people that were
I see.
at work or just other environments.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I know I have I have a story I like to tell. So I couldn't tie my shoes for the longest time. And they tried to teach me. They tried to teach me what's called the double bunny ear technique, and I just didn't have the hand dexterity or coordination to do that. Hold two loops with two fingers and wrap around fingers. I just couldn't do that. So what I did actually, the summer vacation before freshman year of high school, I was like, okay, I don't want to be like 14 and ask someone else to tie my shoe, whether it's a teacher. So I use the resource YouTube, very resourceful,
University.
and I
Fantastic.
found out there was another technique that I didn't know about. No teachers ever talked about telling me, but it's just the one bunny ear, and you loop the air lace around it, and you tie it together. I got literally even 10 minutes, 10 minutes of watching YouTube, and I showed my mom, and I was so proud. And I think it's just a good demonstration how sometimes it's not that a limitation that we just can't learn just no matter how much we tried. It's just sometimes we just need to learn a different approach.
different
we
approach.
learn differently. Sometimes we're visual learners, kinetic learners, hear learners, or we just need a whole different technique because of our limitations. And that's a story I always like to tell because years of trying to learn to tie my shoes was fixed. Like that, just doing a different technique of tying your shoes.
Showing you something different.
But I didn't know there was more than one technique, but that's how I always like to tell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Do you have any?
Any stories like that,
Chase?
something that you, I guess, were challenged by, but then you found a different approach, a different solution that worked for you, and now you're able to do it?
Well, I think I do have one where I'm doing an animation class in school, and I just found some videos on how it's easier to do it. And then just found some resource pages on the Adobe website and like doing some certain codes. And I was able to like do them and figured out what I did wrong. And they actually turned out functional.
Yeah,
Nice.
gotcha.
I see.
So that like just that approach, different approach, helped you solve those
Yeah.
problems you were having before.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
awesome.
That makes sense, and I think that's just important. I think a lot of schooling and everything just
Absolutely.
tries to limit learning to one approach or like one solution, one approach to get to the solution. But I think
Absolutely.
it's important to provide students with like whatever approach best serves them, different alternatives, because people, as you said, learn differently.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I do think this is very important, autism awareness, to like make it more like normalized, and also embrace our differences more, because I remember growing up, like I learned how to mask because I was like very like insecure about my disability. I didn't ask about it, but I always knew something. I was a little different from the other kids, and so like part of the reason why I got so good at masking, at least for for a little while, is because I didn't want people to know I was different. I didn't want people to think less of me or think, oh, he has this disability, he can't do this, we're not gonna let him play with this, or we're gonna have pity on him and like just have him like I don't know, let him win like little games. I didn't want to be treated differently. I want to be treated like everyone else. But now as I've gotten older, I've taken more pride in my identity. I don't just like hide it, like kind of like I did with you and some of your friends in high school.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do think it's important to talk about this, showcase everyone, all these people's talents, capabilities, and their lives and stories.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. So I'm looking forward to like there's actually a forum on April 27th for the social chase, and there's gonna be a lot of vendors there showcasing their artwork and everything. And Chase and I are actually gonna be vendors in there showing our books.
Oh yeah, we are.
I know, right? It's very exciting, right?
Yes.
I know, yeah. His book. What's your book called? The Critters.
Yeah, it's called The Electric Critters.
Electric Critters, nice. Yeah, and mine's called Look Down Upon the Exiled Kin. So
yeah.
yeah, we're
Both,
looking forward to that.
Self-published
Yeah, that's
authors
cool.
here.
Thanks. Yeah,
Indeed.
exactly. Thanks so much.
So, yeah, I mean, like, since you mentioned this, I guess we might as well just bring it up now for a little bit. So this forum that Jordan's mentioning is something that is going to take place on Saturday, April 27th. That would be from 9 to 3 p.m. And this is going to happen at the Waterbury Arts Magnet School. For those that don't have the address, I will tell you now. This would be at 16 South Elm Street. This is in Waterbury, Connecticut. As far as parking goes, there is free parking, and as Jordan was saying, Jordan and Chase will both be there, so you'll have the opportunity to meet them,
absolutely.
talk about their books, maybe get a signed copy and a picture with them, which would be an honor to have. These are both two bright young men who are only going up from here, so support them from the beginning, because you're gonna hear more amazing things about them in the future. And yeah, so there's, this is for parents, caregivers, just everyone. The only thing that we do ask you guys for is to go to www.socialchase.org. This is where you can register for it. Everything is free. And our host is going to be Sarah Cody, who's part of WTNH 8 News. She's the host for the event. And this event is sponsored. We want to give a shout out to people who support us. That would be House of Tonic House, CT Feet, Sun, Moon, and Stars, Forte Law Group. We got Pulowski Auto Body, Cannabis Social Equity Council, and Nest.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And yeah, look, very excited for that,
Yeah.
guys. I will definitely be attending, so I can see you and see what
Thanks.
other great things are happening.
Be there, be square.
Yeah.
I know.
All right.
I know. Yeah, Bob. I'm very happy to know that you joined the social squad. I'm glad I brought this up to you.
Yeah.
At one point. But yeah, Marco, aren't you? You got something that's coming up later this year too, right?
Oh yeah, like you're talking just like myself personally.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously, it's been my privilege to be a part of this platform. I think it's a great cause, and I've gotten to meet a lot of new friends, develop a closer friendship with Chase, and just participate in a lot of events and opportunities that I wouldn't have been able to, and just learn more. As you guys know, I want to be a doctor, so I just think learning from people, like, that's the big thing for me. Just learning from everyone is very important, so I can be the best doctor to care for them. But yeah, no, I mean, for as far as I go, I hope to continue working the social chase while I'm still here. I'm hoping if everything works out, I'll be going to the Air Force Reserves later this year.
Yeah.
Aiming
Nice.
for July.
July, yeah.
But I'll be back, guys. So
I
don't
know.
worry. I will be back.
I
That's
know.
like the big thing.
I was saying it's bittersweet. I'll be happy that Marco's doing some big things, but I'll be sad but he'll be gone for a while. But I know he'll be back, and
Yeah.
and I know it'll be a good experience for him. And he's been talking to me about this for like a couple of years now, almost like 2 years. I feel like he's been talking about the Air Force,
Yeah.
but
A couple obstacles here and there.
Yeah.
Which, we don't.
bumps in the road, they
Yeah.
happen, nothing's ever a smooth road, as you see, but I'm happy that you're almost there.
Thank
and
you.
good luck in the Air Force. But I know you're not leaving. Yeah, I don't want to talk about
Yeah,
you're leaving.
no,
Like,
no,
this is the
I mean, I appreciate
last
it,
recording.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we'll have to make sure we make
Yeah,
some more
so-
memories, make things happen
Always.
before then. Yeah, in social
sure.
chase and elsewhere.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but I guess something, going back to the discussion, obviously you've talked about how you've embraced your identity as opposed to hiding it.
Yeah.
So I want to ask this for both of you guys, maybe Chase, like, if you want to talk about it too. How has your relationship, as being somewhat autism has been? Because as Jordan says, when he was younger, he would try to
Nice.
conceal it,
Mm-hmm.
right? Do you feel like that's something that you tried to do, or did you just... And how has that evolved, as you've gotten older?
Well, I don't remind my disability. I just go with it and just do my own things.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So you've always
like,
embraced it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think for you, Jordan? What changed that shift from trying to conceal it to
Yeah.
like, this is me, and just have pride in that identity?
Yeah, I think it's mostly because I was pretty fine in elementary school. Like, I didn't know fully well of my disability then, but I had a few friends. But I think it is the fact that I got sent to a different middle school than pretty much 99% of all the people that were in my previous school. Most of my friends went to Chippens, and I went across on the Northeast Middle School, so I had to start over. And the thing is, though, we were entering our teens, and it's kind of hard to make friends, as you get older and enter a different phase. And like, I was put in what's called a self-contained program, and I had great teachers, by the way, and even some of the friends I got along with, but it's just like it was very limiting. I feel like, and it was just a hard period for me to make friends. So like, I kind of, I was a little ashamed of my disability, that I felt a little different. It wasn't even like anything like at home. My mom always supported me and everything.
Yeah.
But I just had my own doubts about my capabilities, and like, I can never do this. So like, why even try to do something? And then even when I was entering like unified sports, which is kind of supposed to Olympics, but in school I was like, I'm like this is fun, I guess, but like what's the point? A point is like, we're just we have this abilities. I don't know, and I was just very cynical at that point. But like, I think what really turned when I got to high school, I started meeting new people, and I started boosting my confidence. I started advocating for myself more, because I was a very like
important.
reserved and like insecure. Like I didn't, I feel like because I didn't really have my own voice. Like someone else had to do it, and like at school my mom's not there. Some of my friends didn't.
Yeah.
The little friends I had didn't know I was disabled or I had disability. But yeah, I think and especially as I got adulthood, and I found writing, especially, and art as like coping mechanism, that really helped improve my confidence, everything.
Yeah.
And also, social studies has been tremendous. By the way, I'm so glad I got to meet him when I did that mural project like 2 years back. It's been
that was super
a
cool.
great opportunity to meet Helen, Chase, and all the rest of the social squad and Chase members.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Definitely.
I think just helping build your confidence. And it's like, I can't change my disability no matter how hard I master or anything. It's gonna be with me forever. It's like it's not like like the flu or anything I was saying. So you might as well embrace it, right?
Yeah.
Embrace it. Like, don't let the world bring you down or anything, or society or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but thanks for asking that, Marco.
Of course. Yeah, I mean, I have so much respect for that.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, me too.
Just, I mean, to take that part of you and embrace it to the world, but not only
Yeah.
that, like use it
Yeah.
as an advantage
Yeah,
when
exactly.
many people would see it differently, I think. I mean,
For real.
just, again, looking at both of you guys, and like I said, just the potential is limitless, that you've only, like, tapped a little bit into that.
Mm-hmm.
Both of you being college graduates, both of you pursuing higher education, and
Yeah.
just the scope of your goals and ambitions. So maybe that's something I'd like to, again, just ask. It's like, what are some of, like, your future goals, like your ambitions, like I mean, maybe not, like, I don't want to ask, like, like the full, like, life big picture, but even, like, within, I don't know, like, say the next 5 years, what are more of your aspirations? Like, what do you hope to have achieved or at least work towards in that
Yeah.
time?
You want to go first, Chase? I just
Yeah.
talked a lot.
Well, I guess I achieved a lot, and like doing my books and having an internship job.
Yeah.
I got one recently at Other Designs, and it's pretty good. Just doing my own design projects, like making cards and getting orders for people done.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. And I mean, like, what is something like, I mean, you and I have been working on something. What is something that you're hoping to, like, get soon?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
was thinking about doing a cartoon of my characters,
Okay.
and to make it more very relatable and not get any backlash from people.
Yeah, yeah. So your cartoon, but I'm thinking something else. What did we do the last time we met?
Oh, I believe. Oh yeah, driving.
Yes. So what are your goals with driving?
Well, I was able to like drive in, go to anywhere I want, and to like have 3 more sessions, and then do my driver's test.
Your driver's test, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And how's your reverse? Like when you reverse park?
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah. No, like this crazy because Chase actually, his reverse park is so good, man. Like he learned that so
wow.
easily, so quick, and he does it like any car, anytime. It's perfect.
Yeah, reverse parking isn't easy. Easy.
Yeah.
No, like I personally, my mom, both do this. We both prefer pull in instead of reverse parking. And we just reverse
Yeah.
out of the way. That's usually how she and I do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, but
definitely.
Chase, he's got it down, and I just think, because we even like driving, right, Chase, like I feel like we approached it a little bit differently, where we worked on like the basics, but we were like out, like as opposed to teaching you front parking first, we're like, let's do reverse first,
Oh, yeah.
right? It was always reverse, and how did it feel like for you to just like last session when we were just, I wasn't really telling you where to go or anything.
It actually felt nice.
Yeah. Okay. Nah, I'm glad, man. So, license coming up, and then you mentioned your cartoon.
Yes.
What else do you hope to do? Is there anything else, like any like big project, like say?
Oh yeah, like have some interactive games of my characters.
Very cool.
Yeah, and also like I have activities on my page for cards and maybe have some more merchandise or stuffed animals.
Okay, and can you remind us of your page again?
Yeah, thelettercritters.com.
Thelettercritters.com.
Quiz.com.
Yeah, man, that's
Nice.
So, a lot of goals, a lot of ambitions. And I mean, you're gonna do them all, Chase. You've already been doing a lot. So,
Yes.
just keep at it, man.
I will.
Yeah, I respect that.
Yeah.
I think I have a couple similar goals.
Yeah.
I already have my license, but I think because I know I was in a car accident when I was 18, like that was very traumatic. I think what happens with driving is it's very hard because I can't always control that I'm an astronaut. I have to have trust in other people on the road, and
Oh,
also
yeah.
I have to
That's huge.
have quick reflexes, because someone's gonna do something stupid in the road. They're gonna, not put their blinker on and change lanes.
Yeah.
They'll go too fast or anything. So I've been working on that too. I've been driving a couple times with my mom in the passenger seat, but I want to work, on at least driving locally by myself, like drive myself to work.
Yeah.
Me to the gym and cry, and then I want to start going on the highway so I can start driving to further distances. That's been one of my goals that I've been working on.
Yeah.
I want to start, applying to some hospital positions at for pharmacy.
Yeah.
I've been doing some of my CEs for my certification. And I want to do that. And I've been kind of thinking of the idea of going back to school, maybe to try to get like a 4-year degree, whether it's graphic design, or I've always been into like animals or anything. So maybe some of the biology. I know
Biology,
that
yeah.
I know that requires a lot of math and chemistry with too, but
Yeah.
I know if I put my dedication into it, I can definitely do it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I would say the chemistry. Like, really, like, some schools you don't even need physics. The chemistry would be, like, the
Yeah.
Really?
biggest barrier. But, I mean, the biology itself is, like, super interesting. Yeah, there's, complexities to it. But
Absolutely.
that'd be cool, man.
Thanks.
So, go back to school.
And also finish writing my second book and my third book. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I'm already working on the sequel for my first book.
How has that been coming along?
Pretty good. It's definitely it's hard. It's hard for a sequel to because like it's very hard for the sequel to top the original in a lot of movies. It's very very rare because
Yeah.
it's different because you have to have continuity. That's what it's called, continuity, and you have to world building. So it's harder to to introduce new characters and like keep them interesting, I think.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a challenge, but I'm up to it. I got most of the rough draft, and I'm also I'm probably gonna be working with my editor after vacation. I'm going on vacation actually in a week actually. I'm going to Las Vegas for a day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see the Grand Canyon with my family, and we're also going to California, closer to like San Diego area. So I'm very excited.
Wow.
Because I've never been out west, actually. I've been up and down the coast a couple of times.
Yeah.
But I've never been, the first west I've been up until this upcoming vacation was probably like Louisiana.
Yeah.
West I went to last year. And it was like a 1 hour time zone change. So that's probably going to get me getting used to because I know out there
yeah.
it's like a 3-hour difference.
3 hours.
So
Yeah.
it's probably going to mess me up for a little while, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. But I'm going to have a lot of fun. I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, man, like, it's gonna mess it up in a good way where you're gonna go to bed earlier.
Because early, yeah. At least it's
Yeah.
not later,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd rather be tired early than tired, later and be
Yeah,
messed up
it's
in the
like,
morning.
4 a.m. and you're still like, I can't sleep because I'm not used to that.
Absolutely, yeah.
I might do too.
For
Thanks.
sure. So Chase, what about your next book? Do you have any like theme, any idea in mind for it?
Yeah, you have like just about two friends in an argument and having their friends try to get them back together again.
Oh, okay. Very
Yeah.
cool. Very cool. That sounds. So when are you hoping to have this book done by? Do you obviously things change, but do you have like a timeline in mind?
Maybe in the summer or fall.
December or the fall? Okay, so we'll be on the lookout for that.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be on the lookout for it.
Cool.
Awesome, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, and do you have any vacations, any cool like events planned for the near future, or for now you're just focused on your work and stuff?
Well, right now just focused on work.
Gotcha.
But I am going to Brooks next week at the Redden, Pennsylvania for a jazz festival.
Oh, okay, for the jazz. Yeah, okay. That how long is the festival for?
About like 4 days, I believe.
4 days. So you'll be what part of Pennsylvania?
Reading.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Cool, man. Are you excited?
A little bit.
All right.
Very exciting.
Yeah, and what about you, man? What are you looking forward to in your vacation? What's like the thing you're looking forward to the most?
Definitely, I think seeing the Grand Canyon,
Grand Canyon.
going to the San Diego Zoo. I know out there in California, I forget what's town, but they have like some like flower fields that are about being blooming right now. So I'm very excited to see the sights. I'm very like a nature guy to go
Yeah.
hiking. Like I'm not really like that excited about Vegas. It's definitely a different culture because it's I'm not the biggest city guy, but I definitely am excited for the one time and
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be
same.
gambling really thousands of dollars. I'm not a gambler. I'm very
It's like-
frugal with my money.
Just a couple.
It's a couple, like
hundreds.
$100 or so. Maybe I'll do that just for the experience.
Nah, yeah, I mean,
That's it.
$100, man. That's
Yeah, exactly.
We don't advocate for any kind of gambling, by the
Yeah.
way, guys.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
to clarify.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a bus trip, and also we're going to see the Hoover Dam too.
Yeah. Ooh, that'd be cool.
In the I think Sahara. No, not Sahara. That's in Africa.
I've never been.
That's in the-
Wait a minute. Wait.
I got
Okay.
my deserts mixed up.
No, it's okay, man. I'm just messing with you. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So lots of exciting things to look forward to. Yeah.
I know. Yeah. What about you, Marco? I know you're going to the Air Force, but any plans before that?
Well, yeah. Before that, like, what I'm hoping. I mean, yesterday I went to a concert. Actually, I was AGR. The band is like the Three Brothers. It was amazing. It blew my expectations out of the water. I was, Yeah, I was not expecting. It was basically like a movie with a play with a music performance. It was just amazing. The stage work, the production, but so that was cool. So I'm hoping. Having said that, I'm hoping to go to a couple more concerts, some artists that I want to see our journey. Then I have who else? I already got. I'm going to see well, football, but people here call it soccer.
It's
yeah.
the real
Okay, that's
football.
always my thing. Football match between Inter Miami and New England Revolution. Hoping to see Messi there.
Oh yeah.
So there's
One of the
that.
goats.
The goat.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, some people say go. I want to call it something besides one of it, but I know.
Yeah.
Some people say, well, no, it's goes over to say Messi.
Messi,
but
yeah. I mean, can't see Ronaldo because he's in Saudi Arabia
Oh,
and I
yeah.
don't have that kind of money.
Oh yeah,
but
no, definitely.
you know, since Messi came to the U.S., there's that. Then I'm hoping to make a trip to Vermont. I want to hike the highest peak there, as
Whoa.
you've known, Jordan.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've told you, Chase, but I've hiked like all the highest peaks in New England, and Vermont's the last one that I'm missing.
Nice.
So I'm hoping to make that
Oh,
happen.
that's
I
cool.
remember a couple years ago, you the Mount Washington with some of our friends, and like it was rough because it was so cold up there. I'm glad I didn't. I mean, I like hiking, but
Yeah, no, that
I have very
was-
bad ankles. I probably broke my ankle. I might have not been on the surf anymore
Yeah.
if I made that hike.
The Mount Washington story. That one's a long one, guys. Maybe someday
Yeah,
I'll share it on
sometimes.
here, but
Yeah, I don't think we
I
have
would
time
not
right now.
recommend doing what I did. That's what I'm gonna leave it at. But yeah, no, Vermont. So I think what else? I mean, as far as like just having fun and stuff, maybe just make some more memories with my friends. Obviously, I wanna before I go, I wanna Chase to get his license. That's definitely one of my goals. Just spend more time with him.
Definitely.
Spend time with you, with our other friends, and
Yeah.
spend more time with my parents. It was my dad's birthday yesterday. My grandma was here, so we spent like the day together. But I want to do something, just with him and my mom. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
just like family, friends. We'll see what comes up. But like the only things that I have planned is Journey, the game, and then actually like later on like 21 Savage, the rapper.
Oh yeah.
Which I'm mainly going because some of our friends like that. Like
love
that.
rap,
and I was
yeah.
like, I'll go for the guys. Not really my cup of tea
The
as much.
vibes.
But yeah, for the vibes. Yep.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, for sure. So maybe like one last question that I want to ask you guys so we can end it.
Okay.
Okay.
Given again that this is Autism Awareness Month, what are some ways that you think like you yourselves and other people can advocate, like for this movement in general, just like to bring this awareness? Like, what are some ways that we can achieve that?
I think the easiest thing to do in this day and age is probably like post on social media about it. I see a lot. I follow a lot of speakers and advocates for the community. It's funny. I was like super nervous about advocating myself because I never saw myself as that, but I've kind of become that on the first council and through my book and everything. But yeah, definitely just talking about it.
Yeah, having these conversations.
Yeah,
and
these
you said you're part of the Diversity Council.
Yeah.
That's for
Yeah, in my town.
Bristol,
In Bristol,
okay.
yeah, correct, my town, yeah. So we try to improve, equity and equality for the community, both through, people with disabilities, race, religion,
Yeah,
everything, yeah,
that's great.
absolutely.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
about you, Chase? How do you feel that we can better advocate, or just?
Well, I think we just put up some videos about the Awareness Month and just make some speeches or
Yeah.
just do social media links.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. So
Definitely.
just like the conversation, spreading the conversation. You
Yeah.
guys say like as much as possible. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Because they're just saying saying that like if you met one person with autism, you've met one person with autism because we're all very different. We have different abilities,
100.
capabilities. Some people are verbal number, but some but doesn't mean like they're any less capable.
Yeah.
Everything. Yeah.
So
Yeah, absolutely. Different strengths, different weaknesses.
yeah, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but just say like just get to know people. Like,
Yeah, get to know
not
people.
not categorize them, but
Absolutely.
actually talk to the individual, get to know the individual, learn from
Absolutely.
the individual.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Don't just make assumptions about people, and it goes for everyone, not just people with autism or so it's
Just
Yeah.
message in general.
in general. Yeah. So yeah, it's a good opportunity for people to learn more about like the autism community.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
And as I was saying, I just think it's important for you to realize there's something to learn from everyone.
Absolutely.
From
Yeah.
absolutely
Everyone
every
has
single person.
has a story, and like people can.
Yeah.
I'm sure people can relate to because we're all humans. We're all like
Yeah.
interconnected and everything.
Yeah,
Basically.
the human experience that transcends culture, transcends
Yeah.
anything.
1 minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so so I think this was a really good talk, talking about the Autism Awareness Month,
Yeah.
talking, about like Chase and I, our stories and anything. So, yeah, I just want to thank, all the people, listening to our podcast, for taking the time today to listen to our stories. And I hope, we taught you a little more about the Autism Awareness Month. And I hope we can see some of you at the event on Saturday, April 27th.
Yeah, don't forget
Yeah,
April
yeah,
27th.
don't forget, yeah.
Yeah, don't forget.
Yeah, so yep. So we're the social squad of my co-hosts Marco and Chase, and I want to thank you again for joining us and have a great rest of your day.
Yeah, it was great being
Yeah,
here.
thanks.
Take care,
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.